Well, I mean, I've got a webcam. We can always try bringing that in.
I mean, it's streaming right on me. I'm a handsome looking dude.
Well, I don't know. I can't really see.
Well, it's on YouTube, and I honestly don't know how to. Now it's on my YouTube page. I don't know how I would link to it.
I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
All right, well, let's figure that out. And
here's some more music for you guys.
Yeah. Well,
although if you're looking on the live stream, you can't hear anything. Sorry. I mean, I suppose if we turn the speakers up in here, it would sound really crappy though.
Oh yeah. All right, here's
so good. All right.
I just really wanted to be like,
You heard.
Well, if that's working, you can go back into the average rants one, right?
No, because I'm doing it live from my.
Oh, from your YouTube.
From my YouTube, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wave. Aren't we? We're good looking. Look, Star Wars shirt and everything.
And it's getting from this mic?
It should be. If you're having trouble hearing us, post in the live chat. But I don't know how to
share it.
To share this.
Oh, can't you just take the link?
What link?
That one up top? Oh no, that's the studio.
Yeah.
Well, somebody liked it. 2 people are watching.
They are. Well, I'm one of them.
Oh, take that link in your thing that you were just looking at.
2 watching. So how do I
So
take
the little dots, and then share, and then copy link.
Sweet. I think we're going to figure this out a little bit, but not my news feed. I need to share this.
Well, I think you can just copy the link. Right, like so you go.
Keep discard.
So share, and then there's the copy link button, and then you can just post the link.
I got a message. The crash test dummies are the biggest one-hit wonder ever. Right next to Chumbawamba. And most people remember this song from, do you remember what movie?
This?
Yes, this song
Superman?
was on a movie. Nope.
I don't know.
I bet you your wife knows. This song was played on Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Where he's crying. Yeah. So we have 3. Go ahead and feel free to post anything in the chat if you would like to. I don't know I apparently can't type in the chat. Hold on.
Yeah, crash test dummies were actually pretty big in Canada.
It's
because they're a Canadian band.
Yeah.
So like up there, like when I saw that on your list, I was like, I don't know, but I was like, maybe down here it might have been. But like in Canada, like God Shuffled His Feet, Ghost That Haunt Me, Superman song. Oh, Afternoons at Coffee Spoons, that's a pretty good one too.
Yeah.
But that's just it. So like down here, some people have heard things like Tragically Hip. Do you know who the Tragically Hip are?
No.
Right? But I bet you if I played Blow It High Dough, you'd know that.
But it works both ways though, right? Like you guys in America, you guys have Celine Dion. Whoa.
You mean in Canada?
No, well, and United States too. I mean, because she literally sank the Titanic.
You guys were blessed. Yes.
She sank the Titanic, and not to mention that new song she put out for the new Deadpool movie was pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
Out of Ashes. Well, I don't know what I did here, but I can't chat anymore.
Well, you can use your phone to chat. Okay.
I don't know.
Are people like chatting to us on there?
No, I just said I had the live chat. There are 5 people watching. You guys. Oh, my wife and your wife are watching.
And you're watching.
Yeah, and I am currently watching. Well, this is how I could chat back. So we have 6 viewers. Now, hopefully we're trying to figure out to where we can get the music to come through as well. That'll be in the coming weeks, though.
Yeah, I mean, slowly but surely, I think we'll figure out what we do.
I might just change the name of my YouTube page, and that way I can just keep this. I guess I could try logging in next week.
Well, I'll see if I don't want to fiddle with it right now.
How many songs have you played so far?
I don't know, a lot. More than we usually play.
Oh, this is epic. Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to sign into my YouTube. I'll see if I can give you, like, privileges somehow.
Yeah, there won't be any music coming through here because we don't have the speakers turned on up here. If we turn the speaker, your wife just messaged, there's no music coming through.
Well, the whole point, though, is to make so people hear what we say when the music's on.
So if you wanted to hear us and listen to the music, Sammy, you're going to have to listen to the radio and YouTube at the same time. But while this is doing that, I can search some... I found some crazy stories in history.
Did you?
What did we talk about? The real story behind bizarre events. This sounds like something we should rant about, doesn't it?
Yes. I'm down.
You're down.
I'm just trying to figure out how to give you access.
Just say yes. You just have to give me permission is all.
Is that it?
I don't know. How is the sound quality coming through? Is the mic picking us up good enough for you guys to hear us pretty well? So yep, we sound good, apparently. I know. I just got a message saying I'm looking really. I know. I'm very photogenic. I mean, I'm sure we could squeeze both of us in over here.
I'm sure we could. I might jump over there randomly.
She wants to. Aw, Sammy wants to see you.
Really? After everything I've said?
I know, you're surprised too, huh? And it looks like your creepy, crazy long boom mic will make it.
It could.
It is. I mean, that's a crazy long mic. Well, song's over, so we gotta start talking anyway, right? Better hurry. Better hurry. Hurry, 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 hurry. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Oh, we're back.
That was smooth.
Was it?
No.
No.
No, it was not. So, you were telling me that you wanted to find, you know, we've been doing some weird news lately, maybe some conspiracy theories. You look like you are deep in thought.
Well, I'm trying to make so you have access to that one.
Oh, did it work?
Oh, there we go. Let's try that.
Anywho.
Keep talking. Let's do this.
Let's do this. The Halley's Comet Panic of 1910. Everybody knows what Halley's Comet is, right?
Haley's?
Haley or Halley's Comet, however you want to say it. Haley or Halley, depends on where you come from. I saw it when I was a kid. Didn't you see it when it came around like 90, 89 or 90, something like that?
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyway, named after the astronomer Edmund Halley, Halley's Comet only passes by Earth every 76 years or so. When a blaze buzzed our planet in 1910, it sparked a lot of interest. Telescope sales skyrocketed as the comet neared. Hotels even offered special deals so people could gather on top of their roofs to watch the meteor pass. Of course, not everyone was pleased with the comet's appearance, as many believed the shooting star would end civilization. The whole comet's going to end the world theory. Why do we always go to that one?
I wonder. Everybody's crazy.
Right. This crazy idea came courtesy of Camille Flammarion, a French astronomer who believed the comet's 24 million mile long tail. Now just let that sink in. 24 million, I mean, it's this long. Like when you're staring at it in the sky, it's 24 million miles. Space is huge. Contained a poisonous cyanogen gas that would impregnate the atmosphere and possibly snuff out all life on the planet.
As soon as you said impregnate,
I jumped at that too when I first read it, but it's not. That's not what they wanted to.
no,
yeah.
but as soon as you say that, I'm like, this guy's crazy.
It's a girl, believe it or not.
Even, yeah.
What were you going to say, Barry? Nothing. Unfortunately, the New York Times did a piece on Flammarion's apocalyptic theory that encouraged some less trustworthy newspapers to run wild with the story. So in addition to telescopes, people started ransacking stores for gas masks. Con men made a killing by selling anti-comet bills.
So you're telling me people
And
ransack places for gas masks, but then when there is a virus that is in the atmosphere.
This is 110 years ago, but it's still the same. It's amazing how we've come full circle yet again. Remember, we survived the 2020 toilet paper pandemic.
We did.
Like,
and
okay,
it was a good thing that we stockpile that stuff just in case.
What for? Like
just in case we run out. Do you know what it's like to not have any food?
Do you know what it's like to not have food?
No.
You eat constantly, correct?
We grow food in our kitchen.
Basil, you gonna about basil? So I'm just saying, if I were to stockpile one thing, it'd probably be food. Toilet paper would be down the list of ways.
What was it like here during Y2K?
I have no idea. I wasn't here.
How are you? Where were you? Like
I grew up in North Dakota.
I meant in the States.
How was it? There were your usual crazies, but I didn't notice that. Dude, I was into Nintendo and wrestling.
I just remember my parents always being upset that they couldn't find any toilet paper and all bottled water stuff.
So here's the crazy thing about Y2K. What was the worst that was going to happen? The computers were going to roll over to zeros and start over at 1.
Yeah, they thought that planes were going to fall out of the sky because
your average person thought planes were going to fall out. You know what? If actual scientists had said, if we don't fix this, planes are going to fall out of the sky, they wouldn't let anyone fly.
Yeah. No, they're like, hey, let's test it. Make sure you're in the air. I want to see.
And you always know because China's a day ahead.
We could have preempted.
So exactly. So anytime there's an apocalypse date, you just have to wait and see what happens in China first.
That brings us to another question. When the apocalypse timers come, how do they know which place it's happening at?
Right? I have no idea.
Because there was they looked at the Mayan calendar, right?
Yeah.
That was one of them.
2012. 6609, 6606, 9999, which was awesome because that's my birthday.
I mean, I literally had a heart attack all around the world because every hour I was like, is it this one? Is it this one?
I never really cared. I'm like, okay, if I die today, whatever. I'm not going to go through life going, oh my God, I'm going to, why?
See, the cool thing is the way that I've kind of felt like I've lived my life. I mean, I'm only 36. I still got hopefully a ways to go, but
we'll see how hockey season goes.
I've done a lot of cool things in my life so far. So, I mean, if something was to go and take it all out, I was just hoping that
you're on a weekly local radio show,
right? We are becoming famous.
Famous.
We're gonna make this little small town radio try to get known throughout the universe. We're gonna make first contact here.
Well,
because we're not trying to.
Oh, we went from 5 years down to 2 because you said that.
Oh, yeah.
And we know who the 2 viewers are.
It's because they're looking at your face. That's all they see.
Yeah, but I'm good looking. I mean, look at that face.
They might jump back on and it's back to the music.
They can't hear the music on there.
But when it jumps back to the music, they'll come back to see what we're talking about.
Oh, to see what we're talking about. Oh, okay, gotcha. Anyway, I didn't finish the story. Unfortunately, though, the con man made a bunch of on-account pills. Some people believe that the Pacific and the Atlantic would change basins. I don't know how that would work.
It just flip.
Wait, so God would just drag Pacific's name over to the Atlantic and the Atlantic name over to the Pacific?
It's their currents.
Oh.
So the currents would exchange probably directions,
maybe? And turn the world into one heterogeneous mass of chaotic confusion. Where parishioners flock to their churches, and according to science writer Matt Simon, people actually sealed up their keyholes to keep the poison out of their homes.
Well, that's also a good way to keep invaders out.
And yourself, if you want to get back into your house, if you've locked your door.
Man, what would you do if you were like at the bar and you came back and you'd forgotten that like your husband or your wife had went crazy on this and put that stuff in the lock?
I would show up at your house and go, dude, can I sleep on your couch?
Yeah, but I mean, what if you're there and you're just like, oh man, I finally got home so I could pee. But I mean, I guess for
you
a guy,
know as well as I do that any guy who had to pee on his way home from the bar doesn't wait till he gets home if he's walking home.
But I mean, what about like a girl? What was she gonna do?
Honestly, I don't think they care much either. They just find a back alley and a garbage can or something like that to behind.
I love people.
But that's just the way people are. Like we go to more of our basic instincts when we're inebriated, you know.
Yeah, I do get very.
What do you when you're drunk? You care about three things.
Hockey. I like hockey.
Food.
Oh, food. Yeah, food.
Food.
I mean, if I was inebriated right now, I could actually tell.
Where are you going to sleep that night? And honestly, you don't care.
No, I sleep on the floor sometimes.
And your bodily function just kind of happens whenever it feels like it.
Yeah, I have never, while drinking, not been able to control that. So I'm glad that has not been a problem.
Then I think a few people are going to have to tell you to drink more.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm past the point that I drink that much.
Uh-oh. I think you're getting called out.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, no. Well, yes, reproducing is also one of those things that's one of our more instances.
For me, it's weird. It's like maybe a couple beer in, I might think about that. But you put me to the point where I'm at like the max before I'm going to tell myself I can't drink anymore. When I get to that point, all I want to do is just do stupid stuff. Like I just want to joke around, eat, like run up. If there was a live band playing, just run up there and try to sing for them. You know?
Nice.
That's me.
So those of you for joining in, listening in, we're back up to 4 viewers on our live stream of Average Rants. That's not what it's called on our right now. We have to edit we were having technical issues.
As soon as I get your email, I can give you access to the Average Rants.
Sweet.
So, but I figured
that was a little bit of a rant on the Halley's Comet panic of 1910. So a week's worth of crazy.
Well, it's just, I mean, I don't know. People are, we don't live really that long.
In the grand scheme of things?
Yeah,
no.
but we don't. So I don't know why people worry about every little
on the universe calendar. Like if they've predicted that the universe is what 7 billion years, or how many billion years old is it? 6 billion years old, something like that. Oh. If it was a full calendar, you go to day 31, the last day of the calendar, the last 10 seconds is mankind. Well,
I mean, like, even if you think about, like, famous people, right? Like, the famous people that I remember were only, 150 years ago that I can just constantly remember. And the other ones that you are just the ones that are thrown in your face all the time, like Columbus, like Lincoln.
You mean the mass murderer, Christopher Columbus?
Yes, he was. He was, and I took a history class.
Well, you showed up.
He was the world's best navigator, 100%.
I don't know, Magellan gave him a run for his money.
No, like he
was looking for China and found South America.
But that's before they knew that existed. They didn't think that country was there.
That's just because they were ignorant.
Well, yeah, But I mean, he was an extremely good navigator because he was the only one that made multiple trips at the time.
Right.
Most of them came over and then they never came back.
Well, let's face it, it was a dangerous trip.
Yeah. But yes, as a governor, because he governed the places that he created, he was like a horrible, horrible person.
Yeah. So
I'm just making it so, there might be some Columbus lovers out there. And
well, you can like Columbus if you want, but
But I mean, let's really be honest. Every explorer of that time frame was a horrible person when they came over to the New World. They had to go to a court and decide if the natives that they found when they got here had souls.
Well, yeah, because they weren't.
Well, do you know why they deemed that they did?
What?
They believed that they needed to have souls so that they could convert them to their religion.
Oh, yeah,
if they didn't
Christianity.
have any souls, then they couldn't be part of the religion.
I'm so worried about clicking something and then just screwing this one.
Just letting it go.
I
think we're ranting pretty long here.
Let's go back to some more one-hit wonders.
Well,
for
first,
those of you who are
because it's the top of the hour.
no,
We've been
it's
talking.
3:52.
Yeah, we've been getting close here.
You
are listening to Average Rants here at KNMC 90.1 FM here at the MSU campus. This is the #1 radio show of this time, at least at this moment. If you go to any other radio station, you might like listening to what they've got, but we are the best one at this time frame on the campus, #1.
Right.
But I mean, when we're not here, I don't know if there's a better one. But community calendar. Oh man, why did I put this up there?
We are terrible at our job. Let's just
job. We don't get paid for this.
That is true. Jobs you get paid.
Let's go Wednesday, May 5th. The Rocky Boy Free Walk-in Dog and Cat Vaccine Clinic. Oh, that actually sounds like a great idea. It is from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. at the Rocky Boy Volunteer Fire Department. Rabies and standard vaccines and microchipping administered as supplies and time allows. So make sure that if you want to do something like that you are there on time. Don't go to the last of it. So be there at 2:30. Here we go. Story time.
Story time every Monday.
It is like, I think it's every day.
I think it's every day.
I think they have story time every day. I was.
You got a lot of free time coming up, don't you?
I was on it last week because I was like, I got to see what the story time is. But it is at 10:15 a.m. streaming on the Haverhill County Library Facebook page. So maybe we could talk to them about how to do this like live streams.
Yeah.
We also have lap swim from 6 to 8 a.m. and 6 to 7 p.m. at the community pool. And that'll about do it. All right, we'll get some music on here.
Are you sure that was it?
There's other things, but it's kind of repetitive. So it's the same thing almost every day.
Right. So you can actually see the screen from there, can't you?
I can.
And you're not on there.
I am not. I'll jump on there in a second.
I know someone out there is really looking forward to seeing your face. It's not me, but...
Okay. What do we got going on here? It is... one of my favorite phone numbers, 8679...
5309.
Yeah.
What's her name?
I think it's Jenny.
Yeah. Jenny usually answers that number. So while everybody else is listening to music, what would you? We can go on to the next story I found here. It's a little interesting.
Did you find it? Is it an inappropriate one? We're allowed to go inappropriate now.
Well, not that inappropriate, but it is kind of funny. John Glenn's Fireflies. John Glenn holds a special place in U.S. history. He was part of the Mercury 7, the first group of American astronauts, and he was the first American to orbit the Earth. On February 20th, 1962, he climbed aboard the Friendship 7 and blasted into the atmosphere. While monitoring Mercury spacecraft, Glenn circled the planet 3 times in about 5 hours. But of course, he also spent some time watching the sun rise and set. Rise and set and rise and set. And then the Fireflies showed up. As Glenn was circling the Earth a second time, he looked outside Friendship 7 to see his spacecraft was surrounded by tiny glowing lights. Awestruck, Glenn told Mission Control that he was in a big mass of thousands of very small particles that are brilliantly lit up like they're luminescent. He described them as yellowish green and said each orb looked like a firefly on a real dark night. Neither Glenn or NASA knew what was happening. While some might have suspected extraterrestrials, the astronaut believed it was a sort of miracle. However, these fireflies had a simple, more realistic explanation. The spacecraft was equipped with a vent that projected the astronauts' bodily fluids, its sweat and urine, into space. When the liquid was shot into the void, it instantly froze, and light hit it at just the right angle, and those droplets would glow like 1,000 little celestial fireflies.
Nice. Put your email on there for your YouTube or whatever. So what you're saying is that this guy was amazed. His miracle was urination.
It's spit and sweat, yeah. But I mean, if you've never, no one had ever been in space.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what do you? Sure. I mean, I suppose you could get it. I mean, I might jump to that conclusion too,
Oh, fine, do it that way. I don't want to use a freaking pen and pencil.
That means I have to write.
Oh, as soon as I started typing it in, you came up.
Yeah. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Maybe we should talk about mysterious diseases. Down to 2, 3. Ooh. We're bouncing. Can't blame you guys. Oh, let's see.
Here we go. I invited you.
On what?
To join the Average Rants
Woo-hoo.
as a manager.
Sweet. So am I going to get that in YouTube?
No, you'd probably get it through your Gmail.
Oh, my email. I think that... So, the New England Vampire Panic. Sounds like a good one. I can't see the chat anymore. That's disappointing.
Well, no. If you go to your Google, though, I think you'll get the invite link. I don't know how it works.
Do what?
If you go to your email.
I didn't get an email yet. I accepted your invitation. So, what are we going to rant about now? If people are posting in the live chat, I can't see my live chat, so
We got to figure this out.
we got to figure this out. We're going to figure this shit out someday. Oh, see, check it out. That's how you share live stream Average Rants. I could do it right there. Very nice. So I could share it to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever it's called. I'm old. That's it. Barry said that.
For what?
We'd only need 5 minutes to get this working.
We did. It's just not working the way we wanted it to.
It's very true. Yeah, so we totally tried to get it to work out so you guys could hear the music as it's playing, but we're working on that. So,
Why can't you see the chat?
I don't know.
Maybe nobody's chatting?
That's probably what it is.
Because it looks like it would be there.
Yeah, that's where it was, and then it disappeared when I clicked something.
Oh, you did it.
I totally did it. I screwed something up.
All right. We're about to go back live again. Oh, wait, we're always live.
We're always live now that we got this live on YouTube.
I just want to say it. Shit. All right, here we go.
We're only allowed to say those words when we're not live on the air. So if you're watching on YouTube, you are very privileged.
It is.
We get far more colorful with our language.
Well, it's almost like we could have a membership fee. You know, the premium quality stuff is you get to see what's happening with the music. But we wouldn't do that because we're free to play.
Exactly. And we don't. It's not like we want these guys' money. But if you do want to send it to LA, I can get you guys my routing number and all that. You guys can
Yeah. If you'd like to donate,
feel free to donate
to Average Rants. We do need a new camera, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, we can fiddle with it at like your place too and make it work. I think we can make it work. No, I know we can make it work.
We will make it work.
But those songs there,
Our one-hit wonders as our theme for the day. Unfortunately, those of you who are watching live on Facebook can't hear those songs, but you can hear us rant about some of them. That was Walk 500 Miles.
well, it's I'm Gonna Be. 500
Also known
miles.
as 500 Miles.
500 miles.
Um,
By the Proclaimers, in case anybody wants to know that. I mean, I do a trivia, so some people might want to know. So, what do you got for us now?
I was.
I know you're messaging the
No,
fam.
I was not. I was trying to accept your thing.
Oh.
Apparently, there was a New England vampire panic. Did you know about this? I mean, you're not from the States, but you still get a lot of you've heard like the witch hunts and stuff like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right. The Boston or the witch hunts. In 1882, in Exeter, Rhode Island, Mary Eliza Brown died of tuberculosis, known at the time as consumption. The disease literally consumed people, causing the body to rapidly deteriorate along with intense fevers and nasty coughs. But Mary Eliza wasn't the only victim in the Brown family. Her daughter, Mary Olive, passed away in 1883, and about a decade later, 19-year-old Mary Len Brown also died of consumption. That's like a Kennedy thing before the Kennedys. You know, like every Kennedy has died like in a weird, tragic manner.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like it's weird that each one of her daughters kept dying. Daughter, granddaughter, great-granddaughter. Consumption. TB. Anyway, Mary Lena's brother Edwin was incredibly ill as well. Hoping a better climate would improve his condition, the young man went west. Unfortunately, when he returned, he was only getting worse. And that's when his neighbors developed a truly bizarre idea. What if one of the Brown women was crawling out of her grave at night and feasting on Edwin's blood? Wouldn't that explain his sickly condition? Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%.
I would go with that. Determined to get to the bottom of things, a group of men exhumed all three women. Ugh. Mary Eliza and Mary Olive were basically just bones. But when they brought Mary Lena out, her body was still fresh. After the vampire hunters cut open her heart, they found chunks of coagulated blood. Certain she was an undead monster, they burned Mary's heart and liver and fed the ashes to Edwin. Like, how did they get him to agree to eat those?
I honestly don't know. I think he just wanted to.
Because he thinks he's being eaten by a vampire?
Yeah.
Obviously, Mary Brown wasn't a vampire, so why was her corpse in such good shape? Well, for one thing, she'd only been dead a few months. Mary died in January when it was freezing outside. Since it was winter and too cold to dig, her body had been stored in a stone vault, which acted as a refrigerator, thus preserving her corpse. Also, since she wasn't a vampire, the macabre cure didn't work. And he died a few later of consumption. You still having trouble with your mic?
It's not my mic, it's it.
But anyway, yeah, that's the weird vampire panic in New England.
I like how, like, almost anything that is weird and just blows people's minds can be explained through a simple, like, scientific.
Well, that's science, right?
Right.
But like they this is how, like, when the body starts to decompose, people look like their fingernails are still growing. Well, no, your skin is shrinking and pulling back, so your nails are staying the same length. It's just the skin in your hands is losing moisture, so everything's tightening, and so it appears that your nails are growing and your lips are pulling back because you're turning into beef jerky, human jerky, essentially. Exposing your teeth, so you got your canines pointing out, and it looks like your teeth have actually grown longer.
I do know that there is like there's a disease that people have that
Yes.
want them. It makes them drink blood, but it's not because they want the blood; it's they want the iron.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that iron deficiency,
Yeah.
which can be solved with an iron supplement.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody out there is like, man,
Not
you're listening and you're just craving human flesh and blood.
Not to mention that if you consume any more than like a couple ounces of your actual blood, you'll probably make yourself sick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not going to drink my own.
Oh, you've cut your finger and sucked on the end of your finger before, though.
Yeah, but that's not drinking my blood. That's fixing a boo-boo.
That's how we healed the boo-boos. It only gets awkward if you suck on someone else's finger when they cut themselves.
Yeah, and you do it for a long period of time. I like how we have to keep looking at our phones whenever something dings. I feel like we've done something wrong.
Your wife, I'm pretty sure your wife thinks I'm a moron until she listens to me talk on occasion.
No, just for all the listeners out there, he's just repeating what he's reading in front of him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I did not read that last part on the skin thing.
That's just common knowledge, though.
Is it? Did you know it?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, because I don't stay all fleshy. I start to like decompose. That's just like saying, oh, he's still growing because his bones are there.
Right. Gross. Okay. The Battle of LA, huh? The woman who gave birth to rabbits.
This has got to be a lot.
This is something we got to talk about. Yeah, I don't know if you want to dive into this now or after in the next couple of songs, but
Let's play a song here and then see if people are maybe chatting with us. See what's going on. Plus, I want to hear some of these one-hit wonders. What we got going on now? Rock Me?
Rock Me Amadeus.
That's right. Let's give it a shot.
We could totally crank up the speakers in here for everybody who's live on.
The what?
Oh, do you want to read the story?
Oh no, I thought. Did you figure all this stuff out yet?
No, like the chat part. No.
Oh.
I could end the stream.
No, you can end it and throw it on the actual one if you want. Did you get access to it?
No, not yet.
Oh, that was meant to be a compliment.
I know, Barry's just a dick.
But she never calls me intelligent even when I get all A's.
It's because anyone can copy out of a book.
I didn't get a book for most of my classes.
You took art.
Yeah. Let's see if you can paint the same way I
I
do.
can't paint.
Here's the challenge for you. We're both going to paint a blue jay.
You know what you're gonna get out of me, right? A big blue jay. You have to learn the angles and work those angles, because would that be wrong?
It would be.
You didn't specify any avian. You just said I needed to paint a blue jay. Blue jay.
Okay, let's just paint an actual blue letter J. And we'll see who paints it better.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
And I'm the beholder. Are people chatting to you in there? What's going on?
No.
Not even our wives?
If they are, well, if... No, because I have to... Yeah, see, I can't... It's not accepting my password, which is pissing me off.
Yeah. I'm just watching you. Radio silence should be avoided. Well, right now, nobody is listening but you guys.
There's three, two.
I'm on there.
Me too.
Yeah, there is no chat. That's why you can't see it. Because I'm watching your stream and there's no, like, I can't text or chat or anything. It's whiskey drink. It takes a lot of drink. It takes a lot of drink. It takes a lot of drink. It sings songs that remind him of the good times. It sings songs that remind him of the best times. What are you doing? You are streaming live with you on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
There's some random chick chatting. What if she's not random? What if I know who she is?
Oh, is there? Where are you getting this from?
Live chat. Crickets. She must have jumped on late because we, are going to continue ranting here shortly.
Oh, what are they saying?
She said crickets. Yeah, we actually do a radio show, and there's actually music playing right now. We have yet to figure out how to get the music to stream over the live stream because we are in a radio station right now. It's a work in progress.
We're getting there.
So please be hesitant with us. We will talk to you through the chat, though, as I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
Random to you, yes. If you don't know somebody, they are random to you. And that's going to end our songs. And we're going to go back to live.
Oh, we're going
because
back
we're
to
getting
live.
back up again.
Yeah, there we go. That was some, I don't know if I ever say it right. Tub thumping.
Thumb thumping.
Chubbawamba.
Tumblewump.
Chubbawamba.
That band was a band for 50. Can you imagine touring your butt off for 15 years and then finally at the end of your career you make it one song? Let's just stop.
I would, if we did it for 15 years and all of a sudden you're just like one hit wonder. Ooh.
Like that's
Done.
today's theme on as our radio show.
I mean, they're still probably making money off of it, so why not?
Oh, yeah. What? Even the albums they'd done before that. Right. So some more interesting, crazy things, bizarre events in history. The woman who gave birth to rabbits. Now, I'm just gonna let this sink in for a minute because I have yet to read this story. So we're all gonna go through this together.
We're going to go through it together.
Yes.
We'll bring you along on our journey of enlightenment.
Right. In September 1726, an English woman named Mary Toft gave birth to something that looked like cat intestines. When the local obstetrician John Howard arrived at her home, he helped Toft deliver several cat legs and 9 dead baby rabbits. I want to keep reading, but I don't know if I really want to. That's weird, right?
Yeah, I mean, I told you could hide lots of things.
I don't have those parts. I don't know what you... Anyway, baffled, Howard wrote to a medical expert in London. Soon word of the miraculous birth, I wouldn't call it miraculous, made their way to King George himself. Curious, the king sent Nathaniel St. Andrew, his personal surgeon anatomist, to investigate. And on the day he showed up, Mary Toft gave birth to rabbit number 15.
Does it say how her husband felt about this?
We will find out. Like I said, I've yet to read the whole story. Shockingly, both St. Andre and John Howard really thought Toft was delivering rabbits. They believed she'd been startled by a rabbit while pregnant. And that's why she was giving birth to baby bunnies. This same theory was called maternal impression, or as we call it today. Wrong, but not everyone bought into it. It was determined the rabbit's lungs couldn't have developed inside Toft's womb. Plus, one physician found droppings inside a dead bunny that contained hay and straw. Crazier still, after Toft delivered half a rabbit, someone noticed the animal had been cut into 2 with a knife.
So
she was storing rabbits.
Yeah.
Still,
Man, I have seen, and this is seen, a banana and a full sandwich in a Ziploc bag get taken out of there.
huh? Well, I'm not.
That was when I was working at the hospital with. I worked as security, and there was mentally ill patients, and they would do whatever they could to hide anything.
Well, I guess. Still, St. Andre was convinced Toft was a baby bunny mama, and he brought her to London for a closer examination. Upon her arrival, Toft became the talk of the town. People flocked to see the legendary mother, and her story was covered in major newspapers. But once she was in London, Toff stopped giving birth. As if that weren't suspicious enough, a servant was caught sneaking a rabbit into her room. After one doctor threatened to perform a surgery on her, Toff confessed it was all a hoax. Really?
I mean, I was believing it until you just opened my eyes.
I know, right? Hoping to earn money in freak shows and scam a few prominent doctors on the side, Toft had been shoving the rabbits, exactly, and then pushing them out. Please do not even think of trying this at home.
So we're not condoning this.
No. Don't put anything in there that's not supposed to go there.
So how old was this? You said like
1726.
Yeah. So like this goes to show you how times have changed.
Not really.
Well, I just mean in the sense that like back then, if you could get into a freak show, you could make money.
You can still do that now.
Well, I was like, now it's free on YouTube.
They just eat Tide Pods.
Oh. Or like, what is it? What was it? The cinnamon challenge?
Yeah, they have all these weird challenges, and people are dying because they're doing things with things they shouldn't be doing them with.
Yeah, I honestly, I think it's people trying to get that 15 seconds of fame that people want.
That's also true. I forgot about the TikTok challenges. Like kids are dying. Like one kid asphyxiated to death because he held his breath too long. Breathe, man.
I don't think you can hold your breath long enough to kill yourself.
Well, he died somehow, either holding his breath or doing something.
Oddly enough, I was actually talking about this with my wife today about how, because we were trying to get rid of the hiccups from our daughter, and she's like, hold her breath. I was like, well, don't hold it too long. She's like, you can't. If you're about to pass out, you'll breathe.
Unless you're knocked unconscious.
Well, it depends how hard you're knocked unconscious.
Knocked unconscious.
Knocked on. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I guess that is one thing that doesn't change, is that people will do the dumbest things to get kind of like attention.
Oh yeah.
I don't even think it's all about the famous stuff. I think it's attention that most people want at the start.
I don't know if you know this, Barry, but social media is all about attention.
What? How would I know? I don't use it.
No, we don't use social media at all.
No, we're doing it on our radio show. Not to get attention, it's to make it so that people get actual.
We're blessing
news.
them with our limited knowledge of nothingness.
We have no funding. This is 100%.
And it shows.
Yeah, but this is 100% just whatever we want to say, and it's not like I'm going to have somebody staring through that window. That's why we have the camera at it,
right,
telling us what to do.
It actually looks like there is somebody. Oh, it's the mannequin. There is someone They're right there. It's a mannequin.
Right? But I mean, like, how many shows, like, so, like, I used to listen to CNN for my news all the time. But then when all this crazy kind of stuff happened, over the couple of years, I started having to use multiple news sources just to maybe try to find the middle ground.
Right. And
usually in the middle is where the truth is. But I mean, growing up, I never felt like you had to do that, and I never heard my parents say that you had to do that. And I never heard them argue over political things. And it seems like as I don't even think it's us getting older and getting more involved in that stuff, because even my parents now are arguing over politics stuff more than they ever used to.
Yeah, it's just more prevalent through social media.
Well, that's just it. It's because everybody can have their voice,
which is good. You should be able to have your voice heard, but remember, when people are listening, and unfortunately some people listen but they don't listen.
Yeah, I mean, we're because not trying to here
because it's on Facebook. We are live on YouTube and Facebook. Fact check everything, right?
Yeah, because we actually say we don't know anything.
We fully admit, and there's no disclaimer here, we're morons. If you listen to us and believe us, bless your heart.
Yeah.
As many grandmothers back in the day would say, but you probably shouldn't listen to us.
Yeah, I mean, everything that we talk about is just our personal opinion and thought process on it, and none of it is fact checked.
Well, fact check. Don't push little bunnies in your no.
Yeah, at no point did we say to do that.
No, ever.
But I mean, if they don't want to listen to us,
I mean, you could certainly try it, but it wouldn't. No.
I think I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
You know what gave me nightmares? That weird story your wife told me about the dude who went and got his newspaper. That was freaky for that assignment she had to do. We had to reenact the murder scene.
Oh,
what had actually happened.
Yes.
That was trippy.
Yes.
Like, wow.
Man, I guess we could kind of let people know.
I don't know. It's pretty gory.
Well, I mean, I can just sum it kind of up, but apparently.
Well, it's an actual news story. You could look it up, find it.
Well, I remember it. It's literally so like the son had murdered his family. Well, his
Parents.
mother and his father. But when the police arrived, it looked like there was like blood kind of all over. Walking to the kitchen. Oh, you're gonna put me on the camera. Walk into the kitchen and made it look like they had done the dishes and had gotten ready for work.
Made coffee. The dude had made coffee.
Yeah, and this is with having, like his face has been completely beaten with an axe. So he was technically alive, but not really. It was just the primal instincts of somebody's routine and how routines can actually affect your brain.
It was
He
nuts.
went through his morning routine of getting ready for work, and when he went and picked up the newspaper and came back into the house, which he had locked himself out, so he had to go under the rock, pick the key, unlock the door, and then that's when blood loss took over and he had passed out. But he would have had no idea that he was dying.
He brushed his teeth and shaved.
Yeah.
Like as if his kid didn't do good enough.
But that's just, that just kind of shows you that the human body is crazy, and our brain is. We don't even maybe extremely smart people might understand a little bit better than us, but from my point of view, you have no idea what your brain is capable of. And it's to me, when she told me that, I was like, "There's no way." It's like if they would have found him, they wouldn't have been able to save him.
No,
but he was still able to go through his morning routine, and he might have driven to work if blood loss wasn't the effect.
He may have. I mean, they may have been able to save him had they gotten there soon enough.
But
maybe
every part of his brain had been almost destroyed, but
that's
one that created our routine.
But I mean, being alive and being alive are two different things.
To me, being alive is I am in control. But it is. It's just, and she showed me some of the pictures and stuff. And
see, why didn't we start it out this way the whole time? I mean, we could have been doing it like this. I don't know. Why didn't you think of that?
You're the tech guy.
I suck at tech.
I know. I've been telling people that I'm actually the tech guy, but you wanted to try.
And I'm awful at it. See what you get? I blame Barry. Every one of you guys can blame Barry.
So where did you find the chat's on your phone?
Yeah, I can see the chat on my phone, but I can't see it on the. I don't even know what I would click.
I don't know. This is all new to me.
It's all new to everybody.
We're gonna have to find some 7-year-old that can come show us how social media works, because that's kind of how.
I'm 30 years beyond the technology here.
Getting to that age that all the kids are smarter than us. Well, should we let people listen to music again?
We should. I don't know if you want to give it an experimental try. Turn the music up a little bit here and see how it sounds to you guys listening. I lost my headphones.
I can give it a shot.
Why not? What's worse could happen? You guys can hear it?
Yeah, here we go. This is my song.
You put a song in there?
Yeah, no, it's just my song.
Oh, it's just your song. You mean our song? You gotta turn it up and see if
to
it
do
works.
that, I gotta.
Have you seen the video of this?
Yeah.
Too sexy for my shirt, so
I don't know. They're saying that it works.
I'm too sexy for your party. Too sexy for your party. The way I'm disco dancing. I'm you know what I mean. And I do my turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. On the catwalk. Yeah, I do my turn on the catwalk.
We can still hear us talking too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can like just talk about whatever we want while jamming.
While jamming it in the news. Except this is in my way. Oh, now they can't hear anything.
What?
Did you turn it down?
Just a little bit so they can hear us more.
Oh, okay. What you think about that? How many more we got after that?
Oh, we got lots of time. I'm sure I can find some one hit wonders.
Yeah, the 99 loft balloons. Oh yeah. Let's see here. So now that you guys can hear us through the music playing through live as well. Until Barry keeps turning it down, and now you can't hear it anymore. So
Turn it down so I can hear you.
you're gonna have to crank up your stereo at home, or you can just tell us to shut up and we'll stop talking. YouTube may shut us down.
I don't know. It's kind of just in the background.
It is in the background.
As long as we keep talking.
They can still hear it. Don't worry. Oh, it's disappointing.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Eileen.
Oh man, you do realize that being live all the time makes it so we don't get a break for 2 hours.
Do you think that's going to be a problem, you speaking for 2 hours?
It's hard for me to stop talking.
I know it. I mean, we can talk about anything and everything, and we do. It's hot in here.
I guess if we don't,
There's no one here. Why do we have the door closed? Like, we're sitting in here in our own body, we stink.
in case some kids walk by and say some racist things.
Again?
Children of Montana.
That only happened once. Oh, wow. Barry, people don't want to sit there and watch you play on your phone.
You were doing the same thing, and I'm checking.
I was being the tech guy.
I'm checking chats.
I'm checking messages as well. We're not getting any.
No, we're not. Is that where we're just dancing? You're way too into the dance.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I'm way cuter than he is.
I think if we went to all our viewers, they would say I am.
I think we're 50-50 now, all our viewers.
I think we have that other person in there, right?
We've got 4 according to 5. 5 unfortunate souls listening to us right now.
You don't want to know that I'm the sexier one, because that's what they
I'm
say.
one of the 5. Well, no, I think it's closing.
You're going to have to go into the chat.
Yep, I'm one of the 5. You probably could have just typed in one-hit wonders and it would have brought in that, oh, geez.
I'm just putting that down because all I see is the thing in your face.
You could have just typed in one-hit wonders and that probably would have brought out the one-hit wonder playlist that you could have just hit okay with.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of it on there that I don't really care for, you know?
There you go, man. Out of the way.
Out of the way. You all can see our beautiful faces. This big black thing in my face, though. Come on.
Oh, man.
What? It's a work in progress, Sammy. She can say that because she's your wife and I won't.
Should I go golfing tomorrow morning?
It's on you. I gotta go to work. Why? Who invited you to go play golf?
I can't say names unless they've given us permission. But Wake wants me to go golfing.
You can't say his full name, date of birth, and social security number.
Oh, 857-6309.
876-5309.
Yeah, whatever.
Is the song almost over?
In a minute.
Whoa. There you go. Come on, Eileen, for another minute.
Oh, wait.
No, it's almost over.
It's just got a 5-minute fade out. I don't know. All right, this is the tricky part.
Fade in, fade out. You just gotta learn how to hit buttons. Oh, flawless transition.
That's what we do.
That's why you are the tech guy.
Well, because if we have the mics on, we can't hear it through the speakers anymore.
True.
So
You're the tech guy. I'm here for something. I'm not even sure why I'm here.
apparently looks, because that's what you've been saying. For
It
the
works.
people that aren't watching
Works for me.
the live stream.
I believe I'm the better looking of the two. I don't know.
I judge looks based on personality and hockey skill level.
Got you paired on both of them.
You're putting your goal equipment on when we get back to your place.
And then you get to try it, and we'll see who's better
I'm going to
goalie.
finally take slap shots from 5 feet away.
You are definitely not a better goalie than I am.
Yeah, but I'm going to show you as a player. I bet you I can score on you more than you can score on me.
Oh, that's tough. Come September, something's happening.
I've been working on my flexibility.
Yoga, right? Okie dokie.
Derek has a face for radio, that's for sure.
A face only my mother would love.
I didn't say that.
The good news is I forgot about the fancy Zoom feature that comes with computers nowadays. And
Oh, yeah.
so I can make the text bigger, so I can read this story from
Across the room.
From across the room. Let's check out the most mysterious disease in the world.
Okay.
All right. Being we are living through a pandemic now, and forever, it seems like, the world has seen its fair share of awful epidemics. But no modern day disease has been quite so mysterious as, wow. Barry, I need your help. Can you pronounce that?
Whoa, boy. Nope.
It's a disease, a sickness. I think it's
you gotta try to pronounce it.
encephalitis lethargia.
Yeah,
Lethargia?
that might work.
Lethargica. The sickness first appeared in 1916, but it really started spreading during the 1920s. The disease caused all sorts of symptoms like tremors, psychosis, and drowsiness, and it was incredibly lethal, killing around 1 million people. Why am I in that chat?
That was Jerry.
Oh,
Jerry messaged us because he said that he loves when we keep saying we're going to score on each other.
all the time.
Yeah.
Anyhow, those who survived were often locked inside their own bodies. A staggering 20% of victims were invalids for the rest of their lives. Apparently that means you're just comatose and can't speak or talk. And only 14% ever fully recovered. Making things worse, doctors had no clue what was happening. They knew that the disease attacked the brain. E lethargica means inflammation of the brain that makes you tired. But that was about it. They didn't know where it came from or how to stop it. Then in the late 20s, the disease simply vanished, leaving a staggering number of comatose patients in its wake. For decades, it seemed like the sickness was gone for good until it reared its ugly head again in 1993, infecting approximately 20 people. This time around, however, a trio of doctors, John Oxford, Andrew Church, and Russell Dale, cracked the E. lethargica code. These medical professionals discovered that most modern-day victims had started off with sore throats, caused by a rare form of streptococcus, a bizarre bacterium that would then mutate and cause the immune system to attack the brain. With that in mind, the researchers looked back at old cases and discovered that in the 1920s, many patients from suffered sore throats caused by, you guessed it, a strange kind of streptococcus. Unfortunately, while scientists now have a good idea of what causes this sleepy sickness, there's still no cure. Well, that's comforting. I had strep throat like 17 times growing up.
I'm tired a lot.
You had COVID.
Yeah. And I was tired. I was tired a lot. I slept so much, and it felt so good to sleep.
Right. So, yeah. But that's kind of crazy, right? Like, just, can you imagine being locked in your own body and brain, just to your own thoughts?
That's like 90% of my day.
No, you talk. Imagine all the stuff you wanted to say, but you were unable to say it.
90% of the day is locked in this. So I have to. Do you know how long it takes me to process everything I want to say?
Right.
And then I keep looking and go, will I be injured saying this?
So since I've started my new job, you've been really lonely because we used to just chat constantly.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice, and I'm trying not to message you.
Well, because you know I won't answer because I can't.
No, I feel like you want to, but you can't. So I try to limit because I have a lot of free time right now.
A little bit.
So, well, I mean, Monday.
But you didn't graduate yet, did you? You got one more year?
I got 2 more years.
2 more years. And then we'll be sitting outside in those fancy metal chairs watching you.
Oh, if I invite you. Yeah. But yeah, of course, I want everybody when I graduate to go through the same torture that everyone else has to.
I remember a couple of years ago, like graduation day was like 95 degrees outside, and they put those chairs out like 5 hours early. And they're metal chairs, right? So they're sitting in the hot sun, and then you're like, hey, go sit in those chairs.
I don't know what it is. So I actually was talking with Sammy about this a little bit. And I told her, I was like, she's like, well, you're going to have to wear you got to wear that graduation outfit. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't even want to walk up and get a diploma.
You don't have to show up.
Like, I just don't want, I don't care.
I'm pretty sure they'll mail that thing to you, won't they?
I don't need to, if they wanted to have a graduation where it was just me up there, I'm for that because I love attention. But even in like high school,
I would play Right Said Fred, I'm Too Sexy while you walked up.
Right, hold it above your head.
Boombox. I would boombox that for you.
But it's one of those. So
that's my friend.
When I was in high school, right, I walked up and I was wearing like the most ridiculous kind of outfit that I could think of, and I had a bow tie just wrapped around my neck because I was told I needed a tie. And I walked up, and my teacher was just like, well, my principal, he was like, well, congratulations, you did it, Mr. Brownlee. And I was like, Woody, we got a hug, buddy. And I gave him a hug in front of everybody because I just wanted everybody to laugh at me. And I was like, I'm 36. I feel like that's a bad idea to go up there. And
you could still hug a professor. You're married to one.
It's true. Maybe she'll give me the diploma, and then I'll come then.
Are you going to go through criminology?
No.
She would fail you.
Yeah, she would. I've even told her that she would be the hardest professor on me because I'd see this, she'd be like, type, because we sit across from each other when we're at home. And then she would just glance over at me and be like, are you kidding me? I'd be like, what? You'd be like, do I need, just wait till you get my notes and make sure you read them.
As you're playing WoW.
Yeah. And she'd be like, hey, you have a project due tomorrow. I'd be like, yeah, tomorrow.
I'll have it done in 5 minutes, just like we were going to have our radio stream ready to go.
Yeah,
in
that's
5
right.
minutes.
Oh man, we should. We got 2 songs left, so let's get those out of the way.
We should.
And then we'll finish off the show.
We'll finish it off.
All right, here we go. I threw in one.
What'd you do?
I threw in a good one.
Oh, I was going to put that one, but
Well, we have time for one more, so I threw in one.
no, we
of
got
mine.
it. No, we saved the best for last.
Yeah, we did. I wanted that one at the end. All right, here we go.
Don't forget.
I know.
Y'all are in for a big surprise for that last song.
I went and I looked at one-hit wonders from like
That's where I got most
well,
of
from
them.
like Australia, New Zealand, and I was going through it. I was like, "Achy Breaky Hearts" on all of them.
It is. It's not his only hit though, but it's by far and away his most popular.
Yeah, but I really like this song. Well, yeah, it looks like I can work out for a bit because tomorrow I start my hockey regiments.
With your team, huh?
No, just me. What I need to get done.
Oh.
After I do it for a little bit and I get a little bit more energetic, I'm going to start inviting them to come and do stuff. So
Because they're all way younger than you, right?
yeah, and I don't want them to beat me and everything. So is anybody chatting anymore? Is that done?
No. They will though. Post it and they will come.
I posted it onto my guild, but it might have been one of my guild members.
Lucky guys, they can actually see what I look like. And you look like.
And girls. There are, I think we have like 5 girls in our guild. That's almost going to outnumber us.
Well, good, because men are douches.
We are pretty mean.
Oh, it wasn't VCRs that killed the radio star. That was MP3s.
Oh, yeah. And Napster.
Do you remember when you could just push the button on your tape deck and it would fast forward a set number of time and it was almost always the next song because every song was right around 3.5 minutes?
Yep.
We have to find something else to talk about next week. We have to do some research on some stuff.
We might actually have to try it.
No.
No?
Because then it's not as pure. If we try and do this well, we're just letting everyone down.
Yeah, we're conforming. Oh, here we go. Here's the song of the day.
The song of the day. The song of the day. Everybody's going to dance this song because everybody knows this song.
I had to sing this in front of people.
Something tells me you didn't care. We may have to turn it up.
You want it turned up? No, that's wrong one.
I can feel my mullet growing right now. What is it with country songers in the lip thing?
We can do a lip sync off battle.
Lip sync battle? They already do that. There you go. And now the world knows it too. Our 3 viewers, and you're one of the 3.
I'm not one of the 3.
Me neither. I shut my phone off. For those of you who don't have this cranked up at home, you should.
We're gonna take over the airwaves with Achy Breaky
Everybody forgot that they secretly love this song. It's one of those guilty pleasure songs.
It is. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I listen to it in the bathroom and go this crap. Sometimes she's like, "What are you doing in there? Stop playing with yourself." I'm like, "No, I'm listening to Achy Breaky Heart." My bad. I like that now our wives get to see kind of what we're doing in the booth, and they're just like, it's just like they're at home.
It's as bad as we thought it was.
Yeah, they're spinning in their chairs, they're dancing. Well, Derek's dancing.
Lip singing.
Even if I was by myself, I probably wouldn't be dancing. So.
You just gotta let your body flow with it.
Just go.
It's a little bit of excitement. I'm ready for these noodles that you're going to be making.
It's going to be interesting.
Oh, I think we're driving viewers away with this Achy Breaky Heart.
Oh, we lost one. I still got like a few minutes. 1 minute.
You almost harmonized that.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at harmonizing.
We're back up to 3. Somebody's like, I can't watch anymore, but I gotta see how they end it.
What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Or they took us to the bathroom. Guilty pleasure.
Is it like a dog taking a dump? You're like, I shouldn't watch, but
Just got to do
I
it.
gotta make sure he finishes. And that just made your day, didn't it?
It did.
It had to make everybody's day.
Like people don't realize, I think, how hard it is to mute mics, unmute mics, then pull the levels, and
It's not that hard.
There's a lot of time. You couldn't do it.
I did it for one day. It wasn't
And
hard.
you struggled.
Struggled. No, the songs kept, for some reason, replaying in the middle.
That's because you were doing it right.
And you did it the next week. It's not my fault.
Well, it didn't happen this time.
But, well, we got about 5 minutes left. What do you think?
Well, I mean,
For about an hour and a half, we did okay with the live stream, I think. And then we, apparently that mic's good enough to where it just, you know,
yeah, we had some input from an outside source.
very trustworthy and reliable sources.
Yep, they would not be biased at all.
At all. They would never lie to us.
will be mean to us because they enjoy that.
We will not get a more unbiased opinion than we will out of that. So we appreciate that.
I do.
And the rest of our listeners as well. Our 1, 2.
Well, we
Thank you,
have
sponsor.
other listeners because, like Jerry Coons out there
No.
listening to us,
Mr. Kewen. By the way, the Blackhawks still have a
like 0% chance.
snowball's chance in hell of making the playoffs.
What did I say?
They needed a lot of help.
I didn't say that they couldn't make it, but it was very slim chance.
Yeah.
But
And,
I mean, Toronto's on a 5-game winning streak.
yeah, if only anyone else got to play the Senators a whole bunch of times.
And people get to play. Isn't Detroit and Buffalo are in the same division?
They're not in Minnesota's division. I don't have much.
Well, Minnesota will get their chance to play Toronto if they can make it to the final.
They will make it to the playoffs and then get smoked in the first round. That's how every Minnesota team works.
What?
So
You're getting threatened because of the Blackhawk comment.
I know. I realize it's a threat, but I just relay facts. You can double check that one. I'm sorry. The Blackhawks are rebuilding. They really are. They're getting,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
they got some great goaltending.
well, how old is? Do we know? Do you off chance know how old Kane and is it
Kane
Taves?
Kane is in his 13th year.
Yeah, he might be. I mean, it seems like everyone that is getting into their later years goes to the better team of Toronto. Because, I mean...
Seriously, Toronto has literally picked up everybody's leftovers.
Right.
He's been in the league for 19 years. I'm going to Toronto.
Spencer and Joe Thornton. And then who's the one they just got from Columbus? Their captain. I don't know. He only played 2 games. That's why I don't hear his name too much.
Oh yeah.
But
I will say that the Blackhawks have got some young talent. They do. They just need to bring it. They need a little more help. I am so much trouble right now because I am dogging the Blackhawks, but I'm not dogging them. I'm just saying that in a few years they keep building. They're building towards something good. And the realignment of the teams was kind of rough.
yeah.
You know?
Well, I think that's going to make. I don't even know because usually when they get into the playoffs, they look at the stats on how they played against those teams that they're going against, right? So if, like, say Toronto was playing the Blackhawks, they would look at their win-loss during each other for the year, but they can't do that this time.
So this is and this is going out on air that Cups, the Blackhawks win the Cup in 2022.
Oh, that's Jerry.
Jerry is predicting the future.
Yeah, well, Jerry's also on some medication. Well, on that note, I kind of want to go home and try to make some of these noodles.
Yeah, you're making some homemade ramen, real homemade.
Giving it a shot.
I hope
Big shot in the dark here.
I hope we remember to bring the radishes and the green onions. If not, I gotta go stop at the house.
Oh, well, it's not like you live far away.
It's like 6 blocks, but it's a ways.
It's a ways. All right, well, this has been Average Rants on KNMC 90.1 FM at the MSU Northern Campus.
See you guys in exactly 6 days, 22 hours from now.
I've just finished my math, so I'm not doing math for a while.
You just subtract 2 hours.
Yeah, I know, right? I get it. I know how math works.
No, you don't. I've seen your math scores.
All right, well, we'll let you guys get back to the regular scheduled programming.
We are so
And
sorry.
thank you once again for listening to us, and we will be back next week. Have a good one.
Signing off.
Yeah, here we go.